folks, JD here, and this is the WLToys V911S, and this has been very kindly given to us by Banggood. Thank you very much, Banggood. Okay, so this is the updated version of the V911 that we looked at a little while ago. And as you saw, that was a fantastic outdoor flyer and a good indoor flyer as well. As this is updated, I'm hoping this is going to be even better. So this is what we get. Very nice looking assortment of kit inside here. So we have our transmitter. Oh, actually there are pins everywhere. Not pins, sorry, there are ties everywhere here that I've got to snip. So let me move everything out of the way. Let's put this down here. Let's take out exactly what we can. So we get our spare propellers here. We get our USB charger for the battery. We get our WLToys chargers here. Oh, there we are. Just there. We also get our helicopter and we get our transmitter. If I flip this over, there is just a clip tie on the helicopter. There doesn't look to be one on the transmitter. So if I can pull that transmitter out. Yeah, there we are. Transmitter comes out. Oh good, it's their quadcopter transmitters they're using for the helicopters. Perfect. So you have full 360-degree movement on both analog sticks. I like that. And then we've just got to get out this helicopter with these two ties. Okay, so here we have it. Wow, well, straight off the bat, there are a couple of things I noticed. First thing is that this shell on the outside here, which just protects the motor and the battery, is really flimsy. That could be good. It gives you a little bit of bounce as you come to land or when you crash. But I'm hoping that doesn't mean it's going to shatter as well. Landing sprigs, they're okay. They're standard helicopter landing sprigs. They are quite squishy, but as they come down, they are going to absorb some of the impact from you landing. Then these propellers, look at these. These are really thick. Look at the thickness on these. Really thick propellers, really sturdy. There's no balance bar with this at all. Everything is motorized. Now, with this particular helicopter, there are a couple of things you should know. Flight distance is 100 meters approximately. Flight time is about 6 to 7 minutes. That's after a charge of between 35 to 40 minutes. Now, the battery inside here is a 3.7 volt, 250 milliamp hour, which, to be honest, there's no camera to power. It's very, very light. Flying weight of this bad boy, come on. Flying weight of this bad boy is 41 grams. So it's going to be good indoors, it's going to be good outdoors, but do remember when you take her outdoors, if you've got any breeze, you can't fly this. You need to have no breeze, because at 41 grams, she's going to fly away. So be very careful there as well. Now, the motor in the main body, which you can just see here, this is an 8520 hollow cup motor, and also the motor at the back here for the rudder, which is just on this side here, is a 6615 hollow cup motor. So you should have more than enough power from these two motors. This little rudder motor here, all that does is just turn you around, so you should be absolutely fine with that. And this motor here should be plenty powerful. Now you can unclip the body should you want to, should you need to do a little bit of maintenance on the helicopter, so that is something you can also do as well. Now underneath, there's one thing I don't really like, and that is that this is open. There's no protection for that at all. So if you come down in grass, your grass is going to get stuck inside here and inside this little cog here, inside your little motor here, little cog here as well. So I think, honestly, this is a tarmac or a gravel helicopter, because if you come down and anything sticks in there, you might break some of these prongs and ruin the helicopter. So on face value, it feels quite sturdy, it looks quite nice, but this here, this is, well, that's less than ideal. The V911, the predecessor to this, was covered and actually had quite a lot of covering here. You can still get access to the cog, but if I remember, it had a little bit of metal around the outside. This doesn't, and it doesn't come with anything for you to attach either yourself. Right, so we're going to have to be careful with that. Now, as for the actual propellers themselves, they are quite, look at this, they are quite nice. And the propeller gearing inside here, they really do take a lot of care in making sure that everything is cabled up properly. Now there's quite a lot of work that's gone into that, because you have this particular propellers move, obviously turn round to give you lift, as well as they move side to side as well, as essentially what the balance bar would do. So all in all, this particular propeller type and this particular motor type here is really quite nice. Hopefully it works well. I've seen the V911 with this particular the V911 had a balance bar as well, and that worked really well. So having this without a balance bar, well, I'm quite intrigued. I want to see exactly how that does. But first of all, I like the colour. I think it looks quite nice, but cosmetics are nothing. It's all about the function of this. Now, I'm thinking this is going to be really good, but once again, we're going to have to wait until we've got absolutely no wind to take this out whatsoever. So, I think I'm going to charge it up, and I think I'm going to leave it for a little while until we have no wind. So, a couple of accessories we get a spare cog, as well as we get a spare set of propellers, and we get a little screwdriver there as well should you want to perform your own maintenance. Obviously we looked at the little charger here for the batteries, so you don't take the battery out, you just plug the cable directly into the balance charger there and it starts charging. Okay, now for the transmitter. So this transmitter, as you can see, is a quadcopter transmitter that's been reused for the helicopter. Nice little helicopter symbol here with the V911S at the bottom there. Now we've got a little telemetry screen here as well that should show us exactly how much pressure we put in through these analog sticks. Obviously at the top we've got our antenna. Then we've got our indication LED here to tell us exactly when the transmitter is on. You have your on and off button here. You have your trim buttons on the side and down the top here. Then you have your right shoulder button, which is for hover. So you can click that and hopefully the helicopter will hover. And then the other side is your rudder conversion changing button. You've got your control analog sticks here. And then you've got your crab trim and you've got your speed trims. That's pretty much everything this particular transmitter does. Now at the back you do have, let's see if this is equipped with it. No, it's not. Inside here should be a charging cable for you to charge up your helicopter off your transmitter. Unfortunately it's not included with this particular model, so you're going to have to go with conventional charging. You've got 6 AA batteries inside here. That should give you more than enough power for more than enough flights, quite a few. Do please ensure the batteries are fully charged. This transmitter does not allow USB charging of any sort, so therefore you have got to ensure the batteries in here are fully charged before you take this out. Right, all in all, it's standard WLToys transmitter. It feels quite plasticky. I think it's going to do the job quite well. It's not too big, you can get access to all the buttons. So all in all, I think that is going to be quite good. So what exactly do you get inside this pack? Well, you get your helicopter, your V911S, you get your transmitter, you also get your balance charger, and you get your little accessory pack. You get your USB charger, and then not to forget, you also get your instruction manual as well. So you have in the instruction manual, you have foreign language to the front, but it also has English on the top of it as well, so it's bilingual. You have both your modes, mode 1 and mode 2 there for your transmitter, and you have your troubleshooting guides here as well, should you need it, as well as your schematics for the helicopter, should you want to take it apart and rebuild it. I don't think the manufacturer would like that, but they're in there as well, just so you can see how everything's put together. So there we are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.